Well, hello everyone. It's good to hear from Private Practice Success. I hope you are having a fabulous Monday. I have just walked in the front gate and I have just finished my daily run. Haven't even wiped off my face. So today you are getting me on no makeup day, post daily run. And I thought maybe I need to put on my sunnies, then I look a bit better. And I thought, oh, geez, the weather's so bad. I can't even do that. I can't get away with that. But luckily, when you get to my age, when you're in your 40s, you come to realize that sometimes you just need to stop worrying about what other people think. And I guess at this stage in my life, although I do worry about you guys and I want you to like me, I guess, and this is a general life lesson, I always think, whilst other people are judging me, I'm busy building my legacy. And that is what it is all about. So I guess that's a message already just for starting off today. So I thought, bugger that. I'm just going to hop on now and speak to you guys because I've just had my run. And my run for me is always a time of download, of thinking and processing, although I have the music going in my ears. And I was just inspired to talk with you guys right now. But before we get stuck into that, I can see one person is here with me, but I can't see whom it is, which I don't like. So please say hello so that I know that you're here with me and I know who you are. And please feel free to share this live vlog. Right now you can actually press share and it will share so other people can join as well. If you are a Private Practice Success community member and you're in one of my groups, please feel free to share it in the groups as well. Of course, I don't have my laptop. I've literally just walked in, haven't even opened the front door. So today is officially vlog number 45 of my 90-day challenge. So that means I am halfway through. I can't believe it. At the start, it seemed like a really overwhelming amount of days that I'm going to have to be vlogging for. But you know what? It feels like just last week that I agreed to do it when I was at a mastermind retreat with my mastermind group out in Sydney. So I've got another 45 days to go after today. But let's get stuck into today's title. Hi Anna, thanks for joining me. I'm glad to see you here. Please feel free to share this live vlog in our groups, Anna. So today's title is Let's Break Some Rules. So I'm not sure if you were anything like me when I was growing up. I was a bit of the nerd in the family. Yes, I was an academic type, although I was never first or second. I was never that clever or let's say hardworking. I was always in the top 5. Did really well at university. So I'm like the boring one in the family, whereas my husband, whom I met when I was only 17, he was a bit of a rule breaker and he always got into a lot of mischief, and I must say good mischief, not the kind that you get arrested for. So he's a bit of my polar opposite, and he has been a really good impact on my life because the two of us balance one another out. I'm all about work and no play, and he's all about play and only work when he has to. So we have rubbed off on one another, and we've been together since we've been 17. And I guess breaking the rules has never come easy for me. I'm very much a rules person, growing up in a strict conservative family, going, into a very strict school system in South Africa and then uni system. And then as a psychologist, a trained psychologist, there's a lot of rules that also, I guess, govern and guide the way that we operate, that we do our business, that we work with our clients. And I guess because I've always been a rules person, I've been really good at sticking to the rules. But sometimes we need to break the rules that we have, especially the ones in our minds and in our own hearts, especially those rules that you set for yourself. So if you've been following some of my vlogs, a couple of weeks ago, I spoke about that I've started running again. I spoke about all the excuses that I've had and the story that I have been living for a long time of not having enough time, which is why I couldn't exercise and all of that stuff. And I guess I always had this rule that if I wanted to go for a run, if I wanted to go to the gym, that I either had to do it early in the morning or after work, which means that it was really hard to get done because I've got 3 kids, and in the morning it's the school run, packing up the lunches, all of that stuff. There's like zero time, unless of course I get up at 4 o'clock and do it between 4 and 5, and I'm not that type of morning person. I will never be able to sustain that. I've tried, it didn't work. And then I thought, okay, let's try then the after work thing. But after work with 3 kids is such a rush. You need to make dinner, you need to do homework, you need to spend time with them, they need to do bedtime routines, and geez, before you know it, the night is finished. And I always had this idea of when I had to do it, but I could never make it happen. And I never thought of, hang on, I could actually go running in the middle of the day. What an odd thought, but that's what I do these days. And because I had those rules and I tried to fit in my life around those rules, I failed. I consistently failed. And that fed into my story and into my excuse of not having any time, until I've just gone, I'm not going to have any more excuses. And that means that I'm going to have to break the rules. And I'm going to have to break the rule that I need to either exercise early morning, either before my day starts or after my day starts. Because I'm a bit of a workaholic. I love my work. It's my passion. So it's not hard for me to do. Once I clock in and I start, I will just go straight through. I won't stop. I won't do anything. I'll eat while I work because I just love what I do. And just the thought of having to stop and go, maybe I need to go exercise now or go for a run, my mind would say, are you crazy? You're on a roll. Or are you crazy? You still have 20 things on your to-do list to do. Or you've got this deadline at 4 o'clock for which you have to prepare for tomorrow morning first thing. And I would be stressed, and I would always prioritize my work before my self-care. And I've just gone, no more. I'm breaking the rules. Every day I'm going to exercise. I'm going to go for a run. I've been doing it for the last 3 weeks non-stop. I'm feeling pretty chuffed with myself because it is the longest period that I've been running since high school. So I was actually a cross-country runner in high school. I was actually pretty good at it. I ran every day other than Saturdays and Sundays because that was weekends, but I ran 5 days a week. I did competitions and all of that type of thing. And it has worked so well. So let's say today I ran a webinar this morning. My online marketing program kicked off. I had to email stuff out to those groups. I had to prepare for my masterclass weekend consults that I'm doing tomorrow. And I still have other work to do. But although I still had things on my list for today, I just went, if I don't go now, 12:30, I'm going to run out of time to go and pick the kids up from school. So I had dropped everything, although I had that feeling of tension inside that said, oh geez, you've got so much more stuff to do, Gerda. And I went for a run. And I can't tell you how good it feels, because running actually helps to release the cortisol and other stress hormones in your body. I feel so much more relaxed, so much so that I said, I'm going to come sit down now before I go in. I'm not even stressed to get back to my to-do list. I feel okay with it. That feeling of overwhelm is gone because that stress hormone has been worked out of my body. And it works a treat, and I feel good that I've gone and exercised and that I've done some self-care. And I know once I walk in, I'm going to have a quick shower, going to get dressed, and then I'm going to be 10 times more productive than I would have been did I not go for a run. And mentally, I'm going to feel so much better. I'm going to be in a good mood when I go and pick up my 2 boys from school, because my daughter takes the bus, and then I'm going to be a mum this afternoon. And then if I want to work some more later on, once the kids are all nice and settled, then I'll do that. And I just absolutely love the freedom and flexibility that comes with sometimes just breaking the rules, okay? But you need to break the right rules, all right? There's certain rules, of course, in society that you can't break. But it's really about asking the question. So ask yourself that question. What rules do you have in your life, that is stopping you from being as healthy as you want to be? What rules do you have that's stopping you from spending more time with your friends? What rules do you have that stops you from, setting your own hours in your practice or spending more time with your kids? Really reflect on what that is and then turn it upside down. Just go, what's the opposite of that? And how can I make that work? Because if my current rules aren't working for me, that's when it's meant to be broken. All right? That's when it's meant to be broken. So be brave and go and break some rules. I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Remember, everyone, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice. And I'll speak to you guys again tomorrow. Bye for now.